Starfield to me seems to be a Bethesda anomaly. And what I mean by that is it just seems like there is a lot of things that Bethesda never really had or did in the past when a game came out that they are doing and have now, which is a bug-free game. Like, not completely bug-free, obviously. No game is ever 100% bug-free, okay? But I haven't run into many bugs. Like, I think one of the biggest bugs I've run into is a visual one where sometimes, occasionally, like, this weird, like, stretched out texture shows up over my screen for, like, a second, and then it just goes away, and it's, like, very occasionally that happens. But if that's the biggest bug I've noticed in a Bethesda game, that's big. That's huge. I remember when Skyrim came out, I was playing, I got to like level 40 or something. And you know, it's a Bethesda game, so you're not doing a ton of the main objectives like right away, right? Like, at least that's how I do it. So I got to level 40, like 42 or something, I remember. And then I started doing main quests and stuff just to find out that my save had a bug where I couldn't complete the main quest line, which was heartbreaking. I had to restart and everything. That was really heartbreaking. And it's just, I know, like, they just did an update, as of, what's today? September 13th, Wednesday, they did a hot fix, and it actually had a couple of progression blocker fixes in there. So, you know, there have been some things like that, but it's not the thing I've been hearing about. Honestly, the biggest issue with Starfield, of course, as everybody knows, is optimization, especially if you're on PC, you know. So that's the biggest thing, but it's really incredible that it's not bugs. Like, that's so Bethesda. Anyways, we'll be talking a little bit more about it and some other things that I just think makes Starfield an anomaly coming from Bethesda. But before we get into that, hello one and all. I am your Statistax, and I do any videos gaming. I do playthroughs, retrospectives, reviews, impressions, whatever. I do it here. Do this channel purely for fun. So if you enjoy the content, if you enjoy what you hear here, then you know what to do with the like, subscribe, all that stuff, and let's just get right into it. So it's not just that the game released in what I think relative to Bethesda launches is a fairly bug-free state. It's also just, it seems like Bethesda's genuinely looking at what the community does, and it's not just wants, because the thing is that's funny about a Bethesda community is they make it so obvious what they want because they literally make it with mods. So it makes it even easier to see what the community really truly wants. You just go to Nexus mods and look at the top files downloaded, and you know what people want, right? To my point, it's just really cool that Bethesda in the hotfix notes also mentioned things they're going to be adding in the future. And DLSS was one of them, which is definitely a huge want. The button to hold to eat food, which is hilarious because I didn't think that was a huge want. I mentioned it to my friends and I was like, it's kind of funny that that's not a thing because it was a thing in 76. So it's like kind of a qual that took a step back and was gone, but they're adding it. And there was a mod for that. There was a mod to add that in. I have it downloaded. It feels like a new beginning for Bethesda to be looking at what the community is doing and say, okay, let's not just rely on the community to do it. Let's be innovative and add it in ourselves in an official capacity. That's a really amazing step for Bethesda. I mean, it's so funny because I kept saying to my friends, like, you know, I was like, don't expect any updates anytime soon, man. Like, don't expect, you know, all these things you want in quals, like, don't expect it. Like, wait for mods, because that's what's gonna happen. This is Bethesda, you know? And thank you for proving me wrong. At least so far, it seems like you're going to. The future looks honestly bright. I'm going to be completely optimistic here. The future looks bright for Starfield, for Bethesda. I don't know. I was in bed, just kind of like laying there, like thinking about the fact that honestly, we haven't gotten a tried and true Bethesda RPG, it feels like, since Fallout 3. Now, let me explain, because yes, we got Fallout 4, but like I think most people, I feel like that comment of like, yeah, Fallout 4 is a good game, not a good Fallout, you know? I do believe that to be true. I don't care how cliche or whatever that saying is. I do believe that to be true because I feel like there was so many components of what makes Fallout just missing from Fallout 4. And then, you know, we got 76. So it's been so long since, and even Skyrim is like, well, let me explain. So basically what I'm saying is like a full tried and true Bethesda RPG with full DLCs. Skyrim had, how many DLCs did it have? I don't remember. But Fallout 3 just feels like the last really tried and true RPG Bethesda game. I don't know. Maybe you guys would disagree with that. Skyrim also felt like it was starting to slip and miss some of those components, which kind of created an even more slippery slope for Fallout 4, in my opinion. But that's just one man's opinion. And I was just thinking back, and it truly hasn't felt like we've gotten a tried and true RPG from Bethesda since Fallout 3. And even some people might disagree on Starfield being one because the choice and consequence might not be as significant as people wanted, but it has its own way of being an RPG. It's like, and I haven't beaten Starfield yet, so I can't even really speak on the tried and trueness of Starfield. I feel like I have to play a few files to be able to really tell, because the game is just that expansive that I feel like I'd have to play like 2-3 files to be able to even say. So maybe it's too early for me to say. It probably is. But I mean, like, I think we're going to get multiple DLCs with this game. And that's something I forgot Bethesda brings, is with Fallout 3 and New Vegas, but that's Obsidian, I know. With Fallout 3, we got 4 DLCs, right? And with Fallout 4, or even go back to Skyrim, we got some pretty big DLCs. But then we got, like, you know, the Hearthfire DLC, which was meh. And then Fallout 4, you already know. We got the stupid workshop DLCs and stuff, and we only got really 2 actual big content expansions in Fallout 4. So it's kind of weird because I'm remembering back to all the way back to, again, Fallout 3, when they had 4 full, good-sized, awesome, I loved every single one, expansions. It's crazy because like we might get that again with Starfield. And I don't know, I just it's funny, it's just things that come to my brain and I realize. And I mean, maybe you guys are like, yeah, that's not a big deal, but to me that is. I think that's a big deal, on top of the fact that Bethesda seems to be looking at what the community wants through mods and such, and just requests online and whatnot, and is going to be adding it. They're going to be adding features. They're going to be adding quals. And I am not used to Bethesda coming in and saying, hey, we're going to be adding quality of life features to our game. Like, I'm just not used to that at all. And I'm used to there being, you know, the community unofficial patch that you have to mod in to fix the game. And it's maybe Bethesda will follow along with, if there is an unofficial patch for Starfield, like, who knows? Maybe they'll follow along and see that and try to look into what they're doing and then implement those officially over time. That would be so cool. It would just be really cool if they just had, you know, obviously Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be developed and such, but it would be so cool if they always just left a team keeping things going on Starfield. Even though I know it's like a single player game and it's not like live service or something, that's not the kind of thing I want. I'm looking at this more as constant support for a game to keep it in good condition. That's what I want. Not quite, you know, No Man's Sky updates or anything. We don't need that kind of level of service. I mean, No Man's Sky is an exceptional game with exceptional service, completely for free. There is 0 microtransactions in that game, and if you don't believe me, you can go look yourself. One of my friends didn't believe me when I told him that, and yeah, it has 0 microtransactions in it. It's just a game that runs purely off of its sales somehow. I honestly don't know how they keep it up because they do really big updates over there. Shout out to No Man's Sky in the middle of this Starfield video, but yeah. So all I'm saying is, like, I want to see Starfield get that consistent love that games should get nowadays with a quote live service type thing in place. feel like the live service has been more taken advantage of to be able to just monetize the crap out of consumers, but it really should be used as well to keep the game going and keep it bug free and such. It looks like Bethesda is starting on the right foot. I can't wait for more updates. They even announced saying it's really encouraging, especially after Todd Howard had that stupid quote saying upgrade your shit when like people are running with like 4090s and stuff and like just getting around 60 frames without like DLSS 3 and shit installed. I don't want to go down this road in this video. I actually would like to go down the optimization path just a little bit because there's a bug that I did forget to mention, and my friend, if he saw this video, might have been like, bro, there's a bug in the game. And it's kind of a big one. My friend has a 2070 Super, and he literally gets 0 utilization out of his GPU when he plays Starfield. Trust me, we looked it up, and we tried every fix that is on the internet. You can try, I promise you, we have tried every fix that we have read about, and none of them do anything. There was, as of September 13th, Wednesday, there was a NVIDIA driver update, and there was the Starfield update, of course. And yeah, neither of them fixed that. So yeah, the game is not without flaw. That's not what I'm trying to say here. The game has its issues. I only purely mean that relative to other Bethesda launches, the game is in a really good place comparatively. But let's just leave it as it's encouraging that they left in the thing saying they are working with AMD and NVIDIA and Intel. I liked that they said Intel. I don't have an Intel card, but I did like that they said that. Hopefully they work to get those graphics cards working, because I would love to see another competitor succeed in that market. But I'm just really happy that they said that they are working with those guys to get the drivers and everything and get the optimization there, because Todd Howard's stupid quote actually did have me a little nervous, I won't lie, thinking like this is Bethesda, they're not gonna even work on the optimization. Like, again, like I said, the old Bethesda, they did update their games a little here and there, but like they didn't do the amount that today's companies that are good with their games will do for optimization and taking care of their game post-launch and such. So seeing Bethesda talk about all that is a great sign, and I look forward to playing more Starfield and hopefully seeing the optimization get significantly better. This was just a little rambly video that I wanted to make, one-off quick video, just because, I felt optimism in this game, and I feel like there is a lot of toxicity, of course, and negativity going around on the internet that is being spewed out with this game for no reason, and I don't pay attention to it. I just know it's out there because you can count on the internet to be the internet, and I wanted to bring some optimism to all of y'all. So that's my thoughts and impressions after the first hotfix, first update at all for Starfield. That is my thoughts, my impressions, and hopefully I'm right. My optimism stays true. And yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know if you guys are happy with Starfield, disappointed, if you don't know how to feel, if you're interested and excited for the future of it. Let me know down below. Let's talk about it, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Later.